And just like that, I'm back with a few things I want to address. Okay, we're going to talk some mental health responsibility. Let me share this out real quick because I don't know if any notifications will be going out or not. So, 1 second. 1 second. 1 or 2 seconds. Let me go to my channel. Let me see. Share. Tweet. Come listen to me, bitch. Because now I'm mad. Very mad. I'll wait on a few people to get here. If anybody gets here. I just want to talk for a minute. I want to talk about responsibility for your own mental illness, for your own mental health, and hence the name Manic Mandy. I am very, very much diagnosed with bipolar type 1 and 2, A and B, probably C, D, E, F, G, for all I know. And I want to say this: voices for the voiceless, you are not the spokesperson for mentally ill people or people that struggle or live with mental illness. I am as bipolar and manic as they come. Hence this live stream. I got very manic over listening to something again and realizing what was said. And I want to tell y'all, please, 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 if I'm being an asshole, call me an asshole. Because me being bipolar is no excuse. Just because I don't collect disability also doesn't mean that I'm no different than anyone else with a mental illness or a different mental state. Because we all have some type of mental illnesses that we are going through. But you have to be aware, and you have to be, you have to hold some responsibility for what you say. You can't use your mental illness voices for the voiceless. Honey, I think that you need to get the voices in your head checked. That's what I think. Because if you think for 1 second that you saying to Mandolin that she is going to raise the next school, you know what? Waters, that is wrong. You said that, not your mental illness. Your mental illness had nothing to do with it. Y'all want me to cam up? I don't know why. My hair is frizzy as heck. It is what it is. But really, put a one in my, no one's in my chat. I don't care. Put a 1 in my chat if you feel like your mental illness gives you the right to go out and be a dickhead. Just asking Just asking. And by the way, all you need is love. I mean, really, really. I wrote down some things after my last live stream, and I had to private that live stream, which is okay. Um, I wrote down a few things, uh, a dossier, if you will, of some things that I want to talk about. Hello, Vanessa, you beautiful thing, you. Vanessa, if I'm ever an asshole to you, don't give me a pass. Do not. 5 of y'all in this room. If I'm ever an asshole to y'all, don't give me a fucking pass. Do not do it. Don't. Just because my name is Manic Mandy, just because I'm a big fat crybaby, just because, no, don't give me a fucking pass because this bitch over here is saying the most vile shit. And then in the next side of her, the other side of her neck says, well, I have mental illness. I'm in a protected class. Yeah, you're in a protected class because you receive a check. So that deems you disabled. Well, guess what? I'm disabled too. I'm different abled. I have to do things differently. I have to go through life with a different, head on my shoulders and a different tongue in my mouth. You can't go out and be a dickhead and then say, well, I've got mental illness. I've got mental illness. Let me get comfortable in this what you call it, chair. You just can't. You cannot be an asshole and then turn around and say, Mandy, you have not done me any wrong. You only been a friend to me, even if it's online. A friend is online, a friend. Same with you, Vanessa, but I want you to know if I ever make you feel bad or any type of way, you don't give me no pass. You come at me full force. Be like, bitch, I'm serious. Now this is ridiculous. I should have tagged her name because I would love to give you a link. I would love to debate this with you, but it seems like you can't debate very well, Voices, because you have to go to, school shooters and stuff like that. You have to go real, real, real vile. And I'm not white knighting for anybody, but the people that keep having to have a stigma put on their name. There's such a stigma attached to mental illness that we don't need people like you, Voices for the Voiceless, to be our spokesperson. Please believe we don't need you to be any type of spokesperson for us at all. We don't believe that. Not at all. So please, never be, never ever. I can put the link in my chat. Let's see. Let me do this. So if anyone would like a link, guest, invite guest, clipboard. All right. More post comment. All right, y'all. There's the link for anyone that wants to debate this. Or if anyone just wants to come up and talk. Anywho, any old hoot. I got aggravated after my last live stream. I started writing down some things, and when you write things down, they kind of, for me, it clicks a little bit. It clears things up in my mind. So it's like, you know, I really, really don't. I don't want people to think that she's some type of spokesperson for the mentally ill. I got disabilities myself and I get disability money. I'm not no protective class, whatever that means. What is a protective class of? Okay, so Vanessa, she thinks that she says, and it is a protective class, but it's more for people that can't speak for themselves, the very disabled. You would definitely be in that protected class where you wouldn't, so if someone attacked you, it would be attacking a disabled person. You get what I'm saying? They would get a lot more time for, that's the only way I can really explain it to you is if someone was to attack you, um, and hurt you, they would get in more trouble because you are a disabled person. But this person seems to be using that to her advantage. Like, I can go out and say the most gross shit ever, and it, it doesn't matter. I don't know how to pin the comment, but we'll do that. Matter of fact, we're going to do this. Let me start my ticker because I am pissed. So you would be considered a protected class. Kind of people that are an easy target. Does she sound like she's in? I wish I could play the clip. I wish someone was here that knew how to play clips on my live stream, because I don't even know if I would play it on my live stream, the things she said. I really don't. I don't think I would. It was so gross and so vulgar. And I hear we have, who's here? Is that you? Oh my God. Hey. Yay. Hey. Hey, beautiful.
Hi. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you real good. How are you?
I'm just going to turn.
That's good. You're not upside down.
I kind of hear an echo. Well, I think
Did you turn
okay.
your
I think it's okay now. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? You look so good.
I still hear the echo.
Turn your
Hey,
YouTube side off.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave and come back in, man, because I hear echo.
Okay, make sure you have your YouTube side paused, okay?
Oh, okay. Let me do that.
Okay, do that right quick. Oh,
Is that better?
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't hear anything.
Okay. Okay. I did have the YouTube side on.
I,
Girl, I watch you all the time. Sometimes I comment, sometimes I don't because I'm doing other stuff. But as far as this topic goes, I've heard everything that's went on with this
okay, good.
ridiculous lady,
Right.
and because she is ridiculous.
And
I did. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to turn my volume up. I Now, I did a video on my channel probably a week ago or so, but about addiction and rehab.
Okay.
Today I am 172 days sober.
God, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. And it was, telling about my story because, I haven't been around in a while and everything. And
Right.
so, I just, Mandy, you've known me for a while. I like to help people and I want to
Yeah.
do the best that I can to do that. And, um, I'm just come on with no makeup, ball hat. I'm just want to be as
Me
real
too,
and as
girl.
raw as possible.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, I can tell you my story if you want to
Yeah.
hear.
Please do.
Okay.
Feel the channel into back into the way we used to be. You know what I mean? The recovery,
Yeah.
the storytelling. Yes. So absolutely. I would
Yeah.
love to share it.
Well, okay. So, let's see. I had my first drink when I was 16. My husband and I, we were dating, and I grew up in a United Pentecostal church, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
didn't drink, none of that. Long hair, dresses all the time, everything. So when we dated, of course he tried different things. So that was the first time I got drunk on some Strawberry Hill. We were in a hotel room and I peed the
Yeah.
bed. So, anyways, and I didn't drink after that until I turned 21. And my dad took me to my first bar. We would go to karaoke bars, and that was what we liked to do. And my dad sang, and I would sing. Um, so the drinking got out of control because I would drink until I was blackout drunk, and I couldn't remember things. And people I was out with were like, girl, you did this. Do you remember? And I couldn't. But I
Right.
just thought that, I just took drinking to the extreme whenever I would drink, and I didn't think it was a problem. I just thought I drank too much when I did drink. I did not consider myself an alcoholic, and I would have never said I was an
Right.
alcoholic. Well, um, that went on for years, and I didn't realize that you can go for years or even months in between drinking and still be an alcoholic.
Right.
I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that. I got educated on that.
Yeah, you
Um,
can.
so last year, April the 1st, my oldest son, I'm in Alabama, the lower
Yeah.
part of Alabama, and my oldest son moved with his boyfriend to Pennsylvania, which is a
Oh,
long way away.
yeah, it
And
is.
so, yeah, and so my drinking got worse, and I was drinking every day,
Mm,
1 to 2 liters, 2 to 3 liters of wine a day,
right.
and I thought I had it figured out and a routine and all of that, where
Mm,
I would drink all day, then I'd drink a lot of water, take my nighttime medicine. I woke up with no hangover, so
you were trying to
I
be,
was
you were
like,
being
"Hey,
a functional alcoholic.
huh?"
You were being a functional alcoholic, basically.
Exactly. And then it just him leaving put me in a bad way. I had two boys, and
Right.
that oldest one put me in a bad way. He's the one I fought for. He's the one's ADHD. I fought against the school. I fought against everybody. He was in special education.
Mm-hmm.
Just all of this stuff, pediatricians, psychologists. I mean, this child, which my baby son, he's easy. He was the easy one. So,
Right.
um, anyways, and then it just got to where, I was waiting in the parking lot of the gas station like 30, 40 minutes before 12 when they started selling alcohol to go and get it. I could
Yeah.
think about drinking and my mouth would water. I had no qualms about getting in my car and going back to the store for I would drive, and I'm ashamed of that now, but I would drive.
Well,
And then it got to where my husband would hide my keys and hide the debit card and everything, and I'd get mad at him. And then
mm-hmm.
I'd wake up the next day, and I would I'd be like, "Good morning," and he'd be like, "Oh, you're talking to me. You're not mad at me." And I would be like, "What are you talking about?" I wouldn't even remember the hateful, ugly things that I'd said to him. And I've been married. Um, this year will be 32 years,
Wow.
and
Right.
I wouldn't even. I would have never said anything like that in my right mind.
Hmm.
And so,
I was that way with pills.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's bad. So it got so bad that in October, I did 30 days in rehab over in Florida, in Navarre, Florida. And I had no choice. I had to. When I got there, I blew like 1.84.
Oh,
And yeah, and I wound up staying for the 30 days. I was in detox for 5 days. And in that 5 days, I don't even remember that 5 days. It was a
wow.
nice facility, great
That's
food.
good.
They fed you good and everything.
Yeah.
And I needed to go there. It was a good thing for me to go there, as hard as it was.
Right.
And so then it wound up, I stayed there, and you go to classes all day. So you get up in the morning and you go to classes, and they lock the doors at certain times, so you can't go right down. You have to go to these classes, and
Right.
you have to sign in for each class, so you're accounted for it because your insurance does check to make sure that you're attending, if your insurance is paying for that and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that. My day was full of classes. I took the amount of classes I needed to take. And I
Right.
was so afraid whenever I left. And I had an exit plan. They want you to have a plan in place for whenever you leave. And I
Sure.
did.
Mm.
So I planned to find me a good church, to go to
Yeah.
counseling, to go to meetings every day, to get a
Mhm.
sponsor. And I did none of that stuff when I got back. I did went to meetings sporadically. I didn't have a sponsor. I
Uh,
did not go and find me a good church because the AA program is faith based. So
right.
whatever you believe in, that's
You
your higher
you have a
power.
higher
It
power.
does not matter what it is. Yeah.
Right.
And, and I prayed a lot, but I knew I wasn't doing the right thing. So then I wound up going to this place over in Fairhope, Alabama called the Harbor, and it
Mm-hmm.
was like an IOP, which is intensive outpatient treatment, where you go and you take classes, and it was like from 8 to 12. So I
Right.
did that. I went about 4 days,
Uh-huh.
and I wound up leaving because they were too theological for me. It felt like I was in a Bible study every damn day, and I was like, okay, this is not, this
Yeah.
is not, and it was driving me crazy. And
Right.
not only am I an alcoholic, but I suffer from bipolar depression and severe anxiety. And when
Right.
you add addiction in with that, they're best friends. They go hand in hand.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Yes, and
Unfortunately.
it's a disaster.
Yeah.
And so I wound up relapsing 3 times. The first time I relapsed, I was 43 days sober. And then I drank 2 other times. The
Mm-hmm.
last time I drank that landed me in rehab again in December was that day. Whew, that day, I got up that morning, and I got a piece of jewelry, a ring, and I was going to take it to a pawn shop. And this was on a Sunday, on actually the 12th of December. And I went to go pawn it because I did not want alcohol to show up on my debit card or anything like that, so my husband wouldn't know, as if I could hide being drunk.
Have sneaky
So,
ways to get around
yeah,
it. Yeah.
yes. And we lie to ourselves like that, don't we?
We do, absolutely.
And so I went to the pawn shop and I couldn't pawn it because my driver's license was expired. So that made
Mhm.
me mad. And I wound up going to the dollar store. I got a big bottle of wine. I pulled through a Hardee's drive through, got a big cup of ice, and I was drinking and driving and doing all my errands and everything.
Hey, Johnny
So then I
B, check your PayPal. Sorry about
got
that.
home.
Go ahead, baby. I was talking to Johnny B in the chat. He said hello.
I can't see the chat, but hey, everybody. So I wound up doing that and I got home. And when I got home, and I'd been drinking. Me and him got in an argument. I wanted more alcohol, but my son had driven my car down to his house, which is like, he lives in a tiny house about 100 feet. He's my baby son. He's 24.
Uh-huh.
And so I walked down there with the extra key that I found, and his daddy called him and said, "Don't stop your mama, don't let her drive." So I got in the car and I cranked it up, and he snatched me out of the car. Of course, I fell on the ground, and I managed to get back in the car and crank it back up. And I started driving, and my baby son was holding on to the door frame of my car, running beside my car.
Take a breath, sis.
And he was yelling, "I'm going to die. Mama, please stop."
Mm-hmm.
And it could have been so bad, you know, but he let go and I still drove. I went to my sister's house and lied and told her I needed money to have an MRI done at the doctor the next day, which is so stupid. But she had $4 in cash on her, and she gave that to me. I
Mm-hmm.
went to the corner gas station and got a bottle of wine, but I didn't have enough money, and I asked the guy because I always went in there. I asked him if I could come back and pay him, and he told me yeah. So I got that. I got a cup of ice. And I don't remember where I went after that. I have
Right.
no idea. I can't remember. My husband said that he went around driving looking for me. I
Mm.
don't know where I went. And then so I get home, and of course we're into it real bad. And he points his finger in my face, and
Take it.
he says, "You could have killed our kid."
Not you, though. It wasn't you. You realize that,
Um,
right?
yeah,
Did
well, yeah, I
you
do.
can lie to us every day.
Yeah,
Every single day.
and so he told me I had to do something or I had to leave. And so I vaguely remember calling around, calling my insurance and calling to try to get into,
Mm-hmm.
the place that I had went, and I was able to go back. So on the 14th, I wound up going back. So I went back to the same place, and of course, there's different people coming in and out, because they've done their time, and it's a different crowd, different atmosphere, and all of this stuff.
Right.
And so I went back and I put everything that I could into it, and I wound up. I was supposed to stay till the 31st of December because my insurance was only going to cover it till the end of the year, but I left after 17 days. I think
Uh-huh.
it was 20. I think it was on the 26th or 27th that I left, and I left because I was sexually assaulted by another patient,
Oh, God bless your heart. Oh,
and I just remember I went and told somebody. Of course, they have cameras around there, so um, I went and told somebody. Of course, I had to go to the tech office. They wanted me to fill out a grievance report. I couldn't get my thoughts together, so I didn't know how to word it or anything. And so then I wound up going. I asked them, could I use the phone? They sent me to detox. I went to
Mm,
detox and I told them, and they said, well, it'll be best if you leave tomorrow. I said, I'm not leaving tomorrow. I need to leave today. Can I call my husband? She said,
mm.
no. I said, there's no phone in this facility because, they take your cell phones.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said,
Oh,
there's no phone in this facility that I can call my husband. And she said, no. She said, we can put you in detox and that way you won't have to be around him. I said, no, I want to call my husband. She said, well, we can put a 10-foot rule between y'all where y'all can't go within 10 feet of each other. I said, no, I want to call my husband. Well, we
mhm.
can put somebody to walk around with you. I said, no, I want to call my husband. Well, we can lock your room from the outside where you can get out, but nobody can come in. I was like, no, I want to call my husband. They
Right.
wouldn't let me. They put me on the phone with the doctor over the facility. And of course, he told them to go ahead and let me go. They wanted to let me go the next day because the paperwork's easier for them.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
And so
exactly.
he wound up telling them to put me as leaving um, AMA, which is against medical advice, which you take a
Right,
chance on
right.
your insurance not covering it. And they threatened me with that my insurance may not cover it. And I said, I don't care, we'll figure it out.
Right.
So I had to sign all the paperwork to leave. So I have to go to contraband and get my suitcases. And I go back to the dorm and I'm packing up my stuff.
Uh-huh.
And one of the techs, his name is Craig. I was changing clothes, so I was undressed from the waist down. He busts in the room, and I'm
Oh, God.
like, I'm naked. And so he
True.
shuts the door
Yeah.
real quick, and
Uh-huh.
I'm throwing my stuff in these suitcases. And then after I get packed up, they put it on the golf cart. And of course, this is midnight, so the facility's closed. And
Right.
they put my stuff on the front porch, and I'm sitting there with my cell phone in front of the facility where nobody back there could have heard me because you have to drive back and there's these locked gates and stuff to get back there and
Mm-hmm.
by myself. And I waited for 2 hours for my husband to come and get me. And then, so I get home and the next day I'm able to get my thoughts together and I write the grievance report. I called that day to financials up there. I called the president, the CEO of the company up there. I called the counselor I had. Nobody
Mm,
called me back.
of course
And
not.
right, so finally, me and Stephen were on our way to Navarre because I did have a grievance report here, and I got my thoughts together, and I was able to fill it out.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And so I did that. So we're on the way, and finally the CEO calls me, and I told him, and he said, well, you didn't fill out a grievance report. I said, well, we're on our way now. I said, and I need to get my driver's license, my debit card, because they lock that stuff up.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said, I need to get that and my vape charger, my batteries, and I have a grievance report that I will turn in.
Right.
So we went to go and get that, and I spoke with an attorney earlier that day, and they told me to record everything and take screenshots and stuff. So I had been, and
Yeah. Good.
yeah, and Stephen recorded me getting my stuff and turning in the grievance report. He was sitting in the car. They said, "Do you want to come in and get your stuff?" I was like, "No, you can just bring it to me."
Right.
So I signed for that, and we went around to the police department, and I filed a report on the guy that did that.
Mm.
Then I talked to an attorney and in my town, and there was nothing that they could do because they can't practice in Florida. They're not licensed.
Uh-huh.
And then so I needed to get an attorney in Florida. I called, and because it's such a big facility, and nobody would take my case because I wanted to go after the facility for how they treated me. Because once you're out, they don't care. They put you out.
Yeah, they don't care. Once you're out them doors, you can go do whatever you want. Yeah.
Exactly. And so I wound up letting it go. And I had to let it go so I wouldn't drink. I had to
Yeah.
let it go emotionally and mentally. And I would never tell anybody else to let that kind of thing go. But for myself, I had to.
Well,
Because I
that's
know
all
where I am mentally.
right. That's all that
And
matters. You knew what
yeah,
it would have done to you had you, proceeded to go through with the, proper precautions or whatever. I mean, I'm sure he'll be found out. You know what I mean?
but I found out that they didn't put him out.
Oh, really? That's
No,
not
they didn't.
good at all. And this happened at Arbor.
No, the harbor was where I did the IOP just for those 4 days. This happened over at 12 Oaks in Navarre, Florida. It's a
Oh,
big
okay.
facility.
I've
It's
heard of
called
them all.
12 Oaks. Yeah,
See, I'm right here in Georgia, so I've heard of the harbor. I almost
yeah.
went there a couple of times. But
But see
yeah,
now, I have found a very good church, and my husband's going with me. And I was going to AA meetings, but I'm not going anymore because
when
there's,
you go with you, that
huh?
helps. That helps a lot when your husband will go with you, right?
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, and I needed that support, and he's very supportive. But I was going to AA meetings every day, and I don't. And this is just for me. I'm not saying this for everybody, but members of AA, a lot of them are very fanatical,
Yeah. Yeah.
and AA is not my church. Um,
I can't
uh,
get because some of the people that go there just trigger me. You know what I
it
mean?
did.
I have
I'm
different triggers, and you can come in and get a 24-hour token and start all over again. And it's like they're messed up off of their head, and I'm sitting here trying to stay sober, just clinging on to dear life to stay sober. And you got somebody over here that reeks of alcohol, and getting a 24-hour token because they messed up the night before.
it would trigger me too, Mandy. It was like, okay, I don't feel any better than I did when I got here. And nobody's telling the thankful stories and the blessings and all of this. And I
Yeah,
know you go there and you tell your crap, but it just made me feel worse. And I
yeah,
just
me too.
couldn't,
Mm,
and I did find a place called Oasis, I think it was. I can't remember what the name of it was, but I was going there, and it's a counseling, addiction, and mental
yeah,
situation counseling. And
mhm,
me and my husband went to counseling for a while there, and I went, on my own. But the
right.
main thing that has kept me is my faith in God.
Lord,
And
yes, yes. And that's what, even if you don't go to AA classes, or AA meetings, you can still read the big book, and that big book is like, I have found, that's your second Bible. It can be your second Bible. You know what I mean? Because it just makes stuff. They put it out so much. You have to be humble. You have to find a higher power, whether it's this bird singing outside every morning, or you know, or elephant. It doesn't matter as long as you have that higher power. Now, my question to you, Tracy, if you don't mind, uh, did you drink before your surgery or after?
well,
Or,
here's the thing with that.
uh,
I'm glad you asked that because um I drank before my surgery, but
Okay.
my drinking got really bad like it did after my surgery. I had my surgery this September. I had my surgery in 2019. I've
Gosh.
lost 126 pounds.
Wow.
Um, but my addiction was food, and then my addiction became alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like, you know, I had the full gastric bypass, and didn't take a lot to get you drunk. And then at the time, I
Yeah.
was like, oh wow, it's not taking much to get me,
That's what
you
I've
know,
heard. Yeah.
loaded. And
Yeah.
then it wound up, getting worse. And
Mhm.
I traded one addiction for another addiction.
We usually do.
Yeah, I really did. And then when my son left, it's when it got really, really bad. And then, like with the gastric bypass, you wind up having some health issues.
Mhm.
And then, so I have that, plus, the alcohol has contributed to a lot of it too,
Right.
with
Like you
having
said,
stomach
depression
issues.
and bipolar go hand in hand with all of that. It's just like it comes a full circle of just monotony. You don't know what to do with yourself.
Exactly,
And that's
exactly.
why I got so upset when that lady was saying, well, I'm bipolar and all this stuff. That doesn't give us any right, to say the thing, say, awful things.
Exactly, exactly. And if you think about it, it's not just the mentally ill that's a protected class. All of us are a protected class, whether we're
Exactly.
mentally ill or not. We have rights as human beings, and
That's
we're
right.
protected under the law.
That's
So
right.
whenever, I heard what she said, she was so foul. I've never heard anybody say the kind of stuff that she does, and it blew my mind how do you think that kind of stuff as a one, or even as anybody, to say that kind of stuff to people?
Much
It's
less as a
ridiculous.
woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, to say it to another female like that,
Yeah,
just
I've never even thought those kind of words to come
right.
out
They
of my mouth.
don't fucking nobody, Tracy. I mean, come on. Uh,
I
really, like
know.
it's off. It was awful, and but the part that made me so mad was, when she was trying to make excuses for it and saying that she was bipolar and stuff like that and had mental illness and she was a protected class and all that. Just because she gets a disability check doesn't make her protected class.
No, no, it doesn't.
I mean,
It
it does
doesn't.
to a certain extent, but I think that's more for people that don't have a voice for themselves, can't speak for
Hmm.
themselves. Like my brother-in-law, he he's autistic and has Asperger's, and so it's not like someone walked up to him and punched him in the face. Yeah, they're going to go down for messing with a person that
Yeah.
can't fight. It's basically you're I don't know. It just made me so mad. But you look so good. I'm so glad you
Oh,
came.
thank you, thank you. But yeah, see, that just goes to show, you see people's ignorance
Mm-hmm.
and how they're not educated with different things that come out of their mouth.
Right.
We're not going to understand people like that. We will never ever understand people like that.
This is
And
true.
there's something deep inside of her, that there is a bitterness there. There's something there. And if you think about it, it's really sad, because there's something so deep that she can say something like that so foul.
Right. It's that's for sure. Um, she's got to have some, you know, kind of hate in her heart. that, you know, and that's sad. That's really sad. I don't want anybody to hurt. You know, my first name was Hippie Man, because it was all about love, you know,
Yeah,
and place changed me, and then I realized, you know what? I'm going to embrace my bipolar. I'm going to embrace my mental illnesses because it makes me who I am today. And I was, you know, thinking about you the other day. It's so weird how, you know, people cross your mind and
yeah,
you're like, did YouTube, you know, did they run off from this vile place? Because I was saying that there's just a handful of people that keep me here, you know,
yeah,
and you're one of, you've always been. I remember your morning chats with your thing down on your notebook, on your
yeah,
book,
yeah,
laying down your notebook. I love
yeah,
those chats, you know. We had so much fun, but you look and like people are gone. You know, the good
yeah,
so much of the good people are gone, and it's just so
yeah.
sad. Hey
And
Nick,
it's really sad because we did used to have a good time, and things were so much simpler and not as vicious and cutting. And now it's people just want to cut you so bad with their words. It's
well, I think it's just it's either a tit for tat thing or it's about money. You're either, you know, back and forth, or
yeah,
you're just here for money. And I've just, you know, I had that other channel. It had 1,700 subscribers on it, but I let it go because I'm not here for, you know, I'm not here for, you know, a buck. I'm just here to make friends and keep up with.
right,
But I thought, you know, how many people have left YouTube because they just can't. This place is not like it used to be. Like you were saying, we used to have so much fun, and you know, we
yeah,
could trust giving each other our addresses for giveaways, and now you can't even
right.
do that. You know,
No, no, you wouldn't dare do that. And this is what kills me is how people, the drama and the negativity brings people in. But then they get their foot so deep in it, then they want to change their tune and they want to try to be positive, and then they don't get a lot of people in their chats when they
right?
want to be positive. They get the negative is what draws people in. And
Yeah,
that's sad to me because
I love you, Johnny B.
I didn't realize how much that I have to be thankful for before, because unhappiness was my comfortable place for so long. When I
Yeah,
was happy, I couldn't recognize it. It was too foreign to me.
right.
So being unhappy was comfortable for me. Being negative was comfortable for me. Saying, okay, what's going to happen next? This has happened. What's going to happen next? That was
Mm.
comfortable for me. And it's not comfortable for me, and it's not okay for me, and it's not okay to sit back and to wallow in that.
Nancy Stevens said, it's Angelo's wife. She said, congratulations on getting clean and staying clean, both of you. Oh, I love
Oh, thank you so much.
And
Um,
Johnny B said the same. And he said, have a great day, my friend. Um,
thanks you too.
yes. But I'm so glad you're here because I was on a tangent. I was about to go off on a tangent, Tracy. I was like, come, this bitch just pissed me right on off, you know. And
Uh,
I don't think she even understands, but you can tell she is definitely bipolar.
oh yeah, something's really really wrong with
Yeah,
her. Like I say, it's a deep thing, and
right.
it's like um hatred goes so deep. It goes so deep. Anger doesn't go as deep as hatred does. And it's
Right.
just like, you have moments of happiness. Okay. Happiness is a moment, happiness is an emotion. But that true deep down joy, that's deep in there. That's deep in your bones, the joy
Right.
is. And that's what I want is I want to have the joy.
Me too. Yeah. I don't want to be happy when something good happens. I want to be happy all the time, or at
Yeah,
least majority of the time. I know you can't be happy go lucky all the time, but at least
mhm,
most of the time, like I was riding down the road yesterday. I was going to pick up my mental medication, and I was, saying, yeah, I was just thinking, I've got to go pick up this medicine. Why do I got to take it? I hate taking it. Yada yada yada. And I said, you know what? Something just dawned on me, and I stopped and I said, you know what, Lord? Why am I sitting here complaining about going to pick up the medication that balances my mind and
yeah,
keeps me, from going back to drugs and alcohol? And,
mhm,
why am I sitting here complaining about everything when I have a good life in
yeah.
comparison to most? I have a good life. I have a home and I have a good husband and a good
And
support system,
you have a beautiful grandbaby, and I want one of them.
Yes, yes, you'll have you one, girl. I thought I wouldn't even live to see my grandbabies. So
I
that's
don't
a
know. I don't know if I have one. Both of my boys are gay, but and they're not kid friendly.
they can adopt, girl.
I know, but they're not kid friendly.
Oh, they're not kid friendly.
No, no, they're not. So I love everybody else's. I've got two god babies, but on the mental medicine situation, the last time that I was in rehab, they put me on lithium, and a
Uh,
psychiatrist over the facility put me on that. I had to get off of it. The lithium made me numb. It
yeah,
made me mean. It made me
yes,
not cry, no emotions, nothing. And
right.
I
That
take
was mad as hell all the time. Yeah.
yes, yeah. I mean, it was just like I was just walking around like a zombie. It was
Yeah.
just crazy, and I was on it for like a month, and I had to get off of it. But I take Lamictal or Lamotrigine is the generic
Uh-huh.
name for it. But
Uh-huh.
and
Take
that's what I
Abilify.
take.
I take Abilify and Lexapro.
Hmm.
And I was on Wellbutrin, but I got off the Wellbutrin because it
My
was.
oldest son was on Wellbutrin because it made him, have those suicidal thoughts.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Bad, bad, bad. Yeah. Take one. Nancy said, take one day at a time, and even minutes at a time sometimes, and know that you are never alone, and it's okay to reach out to someone. That's right.
Thank you, Nancy. I really appreciate that.
And if you DM me, Tracy, I'll give you my phone number, girl. You can call me anytime.
Yeah, I got rid of the Twitter. I don't really check
You,
Facebook much anymore. I kind
uh,
of got away from, that kind of stuff.
right,
But,
right.
I watch YouTube, of course. I mean, I don't, like I say, I don't really chat anymore in any chats or anything because it gets overwhelming. It gets too much.
It does. It does. And there's sometimes you'll go into a chat. That's why I like my chat here because it's
Hmm.
small. It's just
Me
us,
too.
and we can talk about whatever y'all want to. Sadly, the medications come with so many side effects and can make things worse. Right. Taylor Renee said I stopped taking that kind of meds about 2 years ago. Well, I stopped taking them too, and I went berserk. So
I did too because I'll have like the manic wanting to destroy things and
yes,
like I
yes.
slam my bedroom door, and if it doesn't make a big enough slam to my satisfaction,
I'm
I
gonna
keep doing it until it
put
slams
hinges.
hard enough.
Yeah, yeah. Slam the hinges off of it. What I'll
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Yes, I get that. Yeah, and I hate myself afterwards. It's like, why did you get so mad about that? It'll be something so simple as the trash not being taken out, in time,
Hmm.
something
And
like that.
just turn. turn on a dime at a drop of a hat, and then after
Mhm.
it's over, just cry and apologize profusely. It's just so,
Yeah.
it's
And I tell people I'm not a very good friend because I don't like to talk on the phone. I, that's just it. I don't like to talk on the phone a lot. If I do, I love you to death if I talk on the phone with you. But if you can keep me on the phone for longer than 30 minutes, you're doing good. But
yeah,
I just I've often said I'm not a good friend to have because you know I just I'm an introvert lately,
well,
and
you can only give so much. Some of us can only give so much, but if you love us, you understand that, and what we do give is enough for you.
right. Well, if my thing is staying at home ever since COVID, I got real comfortable with staying at home. And I was like, heck, I don't got agoraphobia no more. I got to stay at home. We're in lockdown, or whatever. And I just got real comfortable with staying at home in my comfort zone where I could, stay away from people, places, and things, which are my triggers. All the above are my triggers. I can pull up to a store that I bought drugs from before out of the parking lot, and I'll get because I'm still in the same town,
Yeah,
that I did all my fuckery in. And um, yeah, the withdrawals were terrible. I bet, Kayla, I bet.
yeah.
Depression, anxiety,
It
withdrawals.
gets better. It's gotten, even thoughts about drinking is fewer and far between. But,
Well,
I drink
that
whether I was happy, mad, sad, glad. I drank to drink. It was nothing that triggered me
craving,
to drink.
right. They say that a craving lasts 8 seconds.
Yeah.
A craving lasts 8 seconds. But in my way of thinking, Tracy, that 8 seconds could be every other 8 seconds for me. You know what I mean? It just
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it might only last 8 seconds, and then I'm gonna think about something else for a minute, but then I'm gonna go right back to that craving, and it's gonna be eight
Hmm.
more seconds. So majority of my day is staying clean. I've got to stay clean. I've
Yeah.
got to.
Yeah.
I've got
And that's me. My relationship with my son has gotten better, and I'm so thankful to God for that.
so good.
My environment, my house. I've been cleaning house, and I got a steamer, so I've
Mhm.
been steaming floors, and I've actually
Yeah.
been enjoying cleaning my house because I
See,
wasn't showering every day. I wasn't washing my hair every day. I wasn't doing anything. Anything. I didn't even care about none of that. None of it.
yeah, that's what depression and like you said, it all goes
Mhm.
hand in hand. You don't want to do nothing. You don't have the energy to because you're constantly in just a down state, and then you're just like, F it. I don't want to clean this house. I've been cleaning this house for years. Why the hell I want to keep cleaning this house for? It's the last thing I want to do. But now,
Exactly.
but you looking at it from a different perspective, you're like, I want to clean my house. I want my nest
Mhm.
to be tidy, and it feels
Mhm.
good. It feels damn good to be able to clean up my house and not have to sip on a glass of wine while I'm doing it, or
And
take a
take pride
pill to
in
get
it.
the energy to do it. You
And
know what I mean? Or hit a line to get the energy to do it. You
and
know?
then I would sit. I do my own nails, so I would sit and I would do my nails, and I would drink my wine, and I
Uh,
always reach for my wine with my left hand. And then when I got out of rehab, I got let me see if I can show it. I got
other side the camera,
um
other side.
let me see. If I can show it, I don't know if you can see it. If I can,
No, over, over, over. Okay,
that
go.
I got that tattoo, and it's an exclamation point, and like down. for this way, and it's a butterfly, and then
Oh,
it says gracefully broken.
oh, I love that.
So I got that as a reminder, you
So
know.
every time you would go to grab, if you were to go to grab, yeah,
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 because you get in such a
good thing
habit, like
you do.
even being an addiction that, I would use the same glass and have it sitting in the same spot and reach with the same hand and
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Sitting in the same chair with the,
yes,
yes, yes, yes. Kelly said self-care is important. Yoga, sitting in nature, hatch,
yes,
journaling, breathing, exercising. Yeah, I walk my dogs a lot. And the yes, the withdrawals are horrible from most medications and from drinking. And you know what? That's what kept me from stopping was I was so afraid I was going to die of the withdrawals. I
yeah.
literally thought that I was going to die of these drugs. But you're not going to. You're
Yeah,
not going to. As long as you have a good place that takes care of you, you're not going to die of withdrawals.
and I know that I heard in rehab, your next drink would be death. And I know within my heart of hearts that's what would happen with me. And
Yeah.
because, and it's by the grace of God that I never hurt anybody driving and I never got a DUI because I deserve to get a DUI. But I never did, and it's only by the grace of God that did not happen to me. But I know if I were to drink again, that would be it. That would
Yeah.
be it. Um, I would lose my life if it came down to my physical life, my my marriage. Um, I would lose my life.
At least you know that, and that's all that matters. Being aware and just, you want that life of being sober. And that's the main thing. I
How
finally
long
got
have you been sober,
in.
Mandy?
Do what, sweetie?
How long have you been sober?
I've been on Subutex for 5 years now, and I've not picked up an oxy or a methadone in 5 years.
Oh my God, that is so good.
Yeah, but I did relapse a couple between there, but for the longest, it's been 3.5 years, I want to say, because
Yeah,
they say you always relapse within a year or two. And mine was right at a year and a half mark. And it was, I regretted it so bad after I did it because the shit that I had to go through to get the damn pills was
mm,
like so not worth it. And I'm going down the road. I used to go down the road with a bottle full of Oxycontin 80s up in my hoo ha. And because I would be so terrified of getting pulled over. Now, y'all, I would be a nervous. I'd give myself away. Like if I got pulled over, I'd be like, "Yeah, I've got OxyContin in my hoo ha." Yes, I do, sir. I would straight tell on myself because I would be so nervous. And I look back, I think back like you thinking back, why when you were drinking and driving, you couldn't imagine doing that now. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? It's like now
yeah.
you realize, oh my God, it could have really caused me a stint in prison.
Oh
For
yeah,
definitely for me, I would have definitely went straight to prison because I was at the trafficking level. It was what back then it was if you had over 100 pills, that was considered trafficking. And I
yeah.
had well over 100 pills a few times, but I
How
think back
many? How many were you taking a day?
Oh gosh, I would take um I would eat Xanaxes like peasants, okay? And then I would take the 80 milligram Oxycontin and I would scrape the coating off of them. And now you can't, but I hear that they made it a totally different compound, so you can't even break them up or anything. But I would snort one right off the rip and the whole 80 milligrams, and that's a lot for Oxycontin. Not
So
Oxy,
when you snort that, does snorting get in your system faster?
yeah, yeah. That was to get it in my system faster. And then throughout the day, I would chew them up. I would
Ooh,
never take them whole. I was obsessed with either snorting them or chewing them up. Hello,
and
Ash,
doesn't
247.
that doesn't that taste bad though?
Oh, it tastes horrible, but I used to love the way medicine tasted in my mouth. It's just one of those things,
It's
like
just
it's like I know that it had been there, so it was like good thing to me.
yeah,
But now,
it's funny how things can taste so bad, but you're addicted to it, and it's like it doesn't even matter.
right,
But it
it
would
does.
taste bad to the average person.
The Xanax were so bitter. Oh my gosh, they were worse than an aspirin, and I would just chew them up like they were nothing. And I would drive, Tracy. I would drive, and I wrecked into some small trees on the side of a country road. Because I'm right. You're my neighbor. Hell, I'm right here in Georgia, so
Yeah.
the back roads, and um, it was like, yes, that is rolltide Tracy ad.
Hey,
Um,
hey,
and it's 2007. But I would drive, and Tracy, the one time I was on my way to pick my son up from school, and I wrecked, and I dented up the side of my car, and the cops stopped. He let me go. I told him I had just woke up from a nap, but that day I was about six somas,
oh my
which were
gosh.
supposed to
What
relax.
is now? What is Soma? What does that do? Is that a
It's
sleeping
a muscle
pill?
relaxer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like what do you call it? A quaalude or whatever, almost.
Okay.
Back in the day, it'd be quaaludes. Um, yeah, it was something else, and I'd say to this day, it's a miracle that I did not get hurt, and no one else did. No innocent bystander got hurt.
That's the grace of God right there.
It is, and that's why I give him all the glory, all the victory. I tried tiny bit one time and got sick. Okay, like yeah, I think that now they fixed it. Ash said, "Hey, woman, how the heck are you? I've missed you. We've all missed you."
Hey, I missed y'all too. I've missed y'all too. Hey, Ash, crazy girl.
Right? The clerk.
She's
Ash,
funny to me.
yes, she is. Um, but I had to ask you that about your after your surgery because I wasn't sure, and
Yeah,
because I've
and
so
and
much,
that
so little.
that's the thing. I listened to a stream one time, and I got so angry because it wasn't long after I had my surgery done, and it made me angry. I was like, "How dare you say that most people who have got just about everybody who has gastric bypass winds up becoming alcoholics? How dare you say that? I just can't believe that. I'm not like that,
Right,
girl. Here we are. You know, here
right.
I am. You know, and it is true. It happens, and I just didn't realize how fast it can happen, and it happens before you even realize it. You know, you
Really
do
does.
things that you would not normally do, and you say things that you would not normally say.
Well, like you said, you get complacent, you get comfortable, and in that comfort is toxic comfort. It's
Very,
comfort, but it's toxic comfort. It's like we're getting comfort from just
mhm.
existing, not even, living. We're just existing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
I am now notorious Ash 274 because I got it like that, I guess. I've been trying to burn this place down months now. Oh, Ash has been trying to burn the place down, Tracy. I didn't even know that.
Oh, she's
Ash,
graduated.
take a link. Take a link.
Oh, Ash, you've graduated. Did you get your bachelor's or master's?
Oh, please do tell. Do tell.
Yes. Tell us.
Notorious Ash now, not just Ash 274. Notorious
Hey,
Ash.
I'm gonna tell you something. They like talking about Ash now. They do. I hear a lot of them talk about her, and it it makes me laugh because I'm thinking, y'all, they want to put stuff all on one person. You know, if a group does something or several people do something, they want to blame it all on one person. It's just
Yeah, yeah.
ridiculous.
Like in our my stream earlier, Val said it's either the ship's fault or savages or Vigi's fault forever. You remember that? It was
Yeah,
always
yeah.
one of their faults, one of our faults. I was like, that's not even part, been around. Uh, she said doctorates in notoriousology.
Oh, there you go.
Notorious. The
Yeah,
notorious.
she's breaking out the big words now.
Right, right, right. Ash ain't right. But we love her.
Yes, yes, she is funny to me. And I think what it is she's very quick witted, and a lot of people do not get her sarcastic sense of humor. But I do because my husband has a sarcastic sense of humor.
Yeah, yeah, mine does too. He's nuts.
But well, I wanted to come on here and talk to you, Mandy, and I love your face off.
Good. I love your face right off, girl. And if there was any way I could get you my number, uh, let's see. If you, I don't think you have to have a Twitter to look somebody up. It's
Yeah.
if you can just remember Manic Mandy 3, the number 3.
Okay.
Um, that's me. Just DM me, and because I want to get you my number, you can call me anytime. You can text,
Okay.
call, or whatever you feel like doing, baby.
All right. I appreciate it.
Come up
And
anytime,
all
anytime.
right. Thanks for
Okay.
letting me come up and listening.
Well, honey, I'm here anytime. I love you.
I love you too.
All right, beautiful.
All right. Bye.
Bye, baby. They call us ponies. This place has some major horse hysteria. People are weird. It's all the pony's fault. Oh, it's the pony's fault now. Tracy, everybody loves your face off, baby girl. I'm so glad she came up, y'all. That made my freaking day. Oh, God, I've not seen her in forever. And I thought, who would use Tracy's name to come up on my panel and try to perm bomb me? Nobody. It was really her. It was really her. So Ash, why is it is it your fault or just everybody else's fault, girl? I don't know. That's crazy to me. I need to hear her voice more. It is. It's all her voice has always been so soothing. Oh, Tracy, we love you so much. Um, let me see if I can let me go to the YouTube side, Tracy, so I can mod you. Put your channel link up, girl. And let's see. You got to see. Okay, Tracy. Oh, you are a mod. Tracy, put your link in the chat. There we go. If anybody else wants to come up. Let's see. Well, it's mostly Hello Starlight, Mandolin, me, Stephanie Brown, and Batty Boop's fault. There's a lot of ponies. We're making it a movement. Oh, okay. I don't know all the, I don't, I mean, I know all those names, but I don't know who all the ponies are. Oh, this chair is not comfy at all. Yeah, I don't know who all the ponies are. There's the link in the chat, girlfriend. Hold on, I'll pin it. I'll pin it, girl. Well, I think I will. No, I won't, because I don't know how to do this either. You got time. Here we go. Pin message. There we go. Now then. All right. Let's see how long we can keep this going, y'all. The whole pony thing is so weird. I know, Tracy. I know. Where the hell did they come up with that at? Let me go get my smokes, y'all. I need a cigarette. Doggone it. I gotta go outside. It really is. LOL. It's a trip to hear people freaking out over ponies. It makes people look nuts. Yeah. Yes, definitely. Ash, take that link. Take that link. Take that link. You never been on my panel before, Ash. If you don't come up on my panel, Ash, then you are a meanie. A meanie weenie. Is there a membership fee to be a pony? I know, right, Tracy? Is there? Do we got to pay a membership fee to become a pony? Or what? Oh my goodness. Please do tell. Oh, outsiders have got to side eye the ones who trip over it. Oh, hell, Ash, shut up and get on the panel, girl. Oh, fuck, I just ran my head into the cabinet. Oh, golly. All right, Missy Toe, I'll be right back. I can't right now. Kids up and around. I only do. I hear you, girl. I hear you, girl. I hear you. Why can't y'all be? Yes, I like seahorses better too. Yes, I do. Kayla, I agree. Why can't you be a seahorse in the world of YouTube? Uh, be a seahorse in the, in the what is it? Be a seahorse in the world in a world filled with ponies. Be a sea pony. There you go. Hang on, y'all. My dog's gonna bark. I'm gonna mute for a second. Okay, sorry about that. Well, we are horses. It all stems from us being the high horse trolls. LOL. Then 180 started calling Hella Starlight a wild pony. And then the truth thought we had troll stables. I was about to say, wasn't there a stable involved in all that? Because I thought there was a stable. Uh, I thought that's what it was, a stable full of ponies or horses or whatever. Frick. Horses, ponies, ponies, horses. uh, my goodness. Let me go over here in the shade, y'all, so I can see my chat. Oh, mercy. Okay, let's see. There we go. What did that say? Okay. Val, what? The ship isn't really pirates. Last to know this stuff. Removes eye patch. Yes, the ship isn't full of pirates, and those are really sea ponies, seahorses. I mean, not ponies. More like the guys were pushed into it. It's free to be a pony, just have to be awesome. And the password is carrots. Dirt. Oh my God, Ash. Kayla, we pushed it went from Mean Girls to yeah, I remember that one. Oh my gosh. They thought we had a Discord that we shared the high horse and other alt accounts in. They thought. Lord have mercy. They thought a lot, didn't they? Val of all that stuff is so crazy and laughable. So naturally, we renamed our Discord the Stables. Well, I mean, if it fits, hey, uh, there really isn't a barn of ponies. Damn this place. I know, Val. See, leave it to Ash to come here and break somebody's heart. There really isn't the fucking barn full of ponies. Yes, of course, you are real pirates, and I'm a real pony. Uh-huh. And I can't with y'all. Y'all have been making some people walk the plank. Yeah. Oh, thank goodness, Ash. I was like worried. I was worried. Yes, me too. Oh, yeah, some people have had to walk the plank. That's for sure. Oh, hey, Life Rewinded, you hottie patati, you. How are you, sugar shug? We even have stable boys now. Now, oh my God, Ash. We're like they're just our friends, not stable boys, you weirdos. Oh God, they'll take that, clip that. They got stable boys. I'm like, y'all do realize we aren't actual horses that need poo cleaned from stalls. I think they need therapy, or I'm calling PETA. Hell yeah. There was a YouTube neighborhood for a short while. Yes, there was. There was a YouTube neighborhood for a short while, Kayla. At least we get to laugh about it. That's exactly right, sis. You said it. Doing good, trying to keep my pony straps tight. Okay, live. Keep them strapped tight, sister. Kayla, I like that. At least we get to laugh about it. Oh. What going on in the stables? Yeah, now they got stable boys. You hear that? Clip channels. They got stable boys. Oh my God, pony hating mofos. PETA will learn them. Well, I like Kayla's idea. Why can't y'all be seahorses? Damn it. Oh my God. It's her new line instead of go back. Kiss Diane's house. Now everyone's a ping in her dumbass brain, not individuals that just don't like her. Damn. Lord. Yeah, why don't you go back and kiss Diane's ass some more? People, shut up. Shut the living fuck up. The whole fuck up. I get what you saying, girl. I know what you were saying, girl. I know what you saying, girl. Oh shit. This is crazy. I'm going on an hour and 30 minutes listening to Laura try to explain what a pony is to someone that isn't in our community. Cracks me up. Apparently, she warns people about us. Yes. Should I start warning people about y'all, Ash? Holy shit. I'm starting to worry. Y'all listen now. Listen. Y'all be watching out for them seahorses. They got stable boys now. They might turn into mermaids. You never know. That's what y'all should put, a fucking seahorse beside y'all's name. Just for a little while. I think me and Kayla got it right. Oh shit. I'm telling y'all, this place is nutso. Her and her receipts, Ella. Receipts deplorable. Laura. I'll never forget. I trolled her right into putting that tiara on her fucking wig head. I couldn't believe it. She put that tiara on from from Party City. That shit was funny because Laura has no idea. Even she gets it wrong. She says something about clandestines. I have no idea what the hell she was trying to say. Oh my God, we got ponies that bite. Be careful. Oh shit. I don't have a seahorse emoji. Oh damn. Do you got a mermaid? You can put a mermaid beside it. I don't think I have one either. Deplora. Deplora. Have a mean back kick. Hey, my cousin got hit kicked in the head by a horse. No shit. The horse was not playing with him. And he was playing with it. That's what he got. Kicked straight in the head, forehead. Oh, that be Diane. Oh, that be Diane. Watch her get drop kicked by a pony. God. Y'all, she said she called the police and made a report. She blamed us for her own fat mouth defending that little titty gal. and Adonis Paul and his troops came for her. Uh, can y'all imagine that call? Oh my God. Uh, okay, I'm gonna try to reenact it. Okay. Hello. 911. Yes. My name is Laura, and um you gotta get the smacking in, y'all. I'm sorry, I hate smacking. You gotta get the dry mouth in. And I would like to report, listen, I'm being bullied by this guy. His name is Adonis Paul. Oh my God. I can't. Oh shit. Poor Laura. She can't go to the stables or ride the ship. Bless her Lord. Yes, bless her Lord. She can't even get on the ship. She can't ride the ponies. Could you imagine that call though? Can't say I have had the thoughts of her getting kicked by a huge draft horse. That'd be awesome to watch her get drop kicked by a pony. Yes. Ouch, that would hurt. Like it did hurt him. It hurt him. I shouldn't be laughing, but he's a frog and the ponies are gang stalking me. Help. Yes, and listen, also it's Adonis Paul. His name is Adonis Paul. That is ADON OSISYS, something like that. Anyway, his name is Adonis Paul, and he's he's stalking me. And there's these girls. No, well, really, they're ponies, but no, they're girls, but they're ponies. Oh my God, Laura, sit down and shut the fuck up. Untighten your wig. And I'm not talking about nobody that wears wigs, because I would love to have a beautiful wig, but that that bitch gets on my nerves. I bet the operator could write a book of YouTube. Right? Sheesh. Yes, help. Help Facebook. Help YouTube. I'm being stalked by ponies. Yeah, you have to put a wad of bubble gum in your mouth when you imitate her, because what it sounds like every time. I know, Tracy, I can't stand it. It's like, let me not take a drink of something for 30 days, and then I might be able to pull it off. We get accused of gang stalking, like, LOL. I'm like, I would argue, but no need anyone that says that makes themselves look crazy. Yeah, come on. Well, don't go to the stables, lady. That's right. Titty and her shit finger. I could not believe that, y'all. That's on my next subject is I could not believe she touched that lady with she touched that lady. She blamed us for them trolling her. No, ma'am, your fat mouth did that all by its big fat self. Tits. Oh my God. Do y'all think she's trolling? Do y'all think she's being for real? 40 mile. Oh my God. Really, Ash? Damn it. I don't know how I'd feel if that girl lived that close to me. Because, they do troll. The operator was thinking we got another one off her meds. Yeah. See, there's these ponies and this cartoon character called Adonis Paul. They're stalking me. Ma'am, what do you mean stalking you? I mean, they're making videos about me on YouTube. Ma'am, that is not stalking. Have they showed up at your house? Well, no, no. Come on, bitch, shut up. Lars police station must dread when her number appears up at the fight. They fight who can answer the phone. No doubt. You think she's a whack job? Me too. Me too, life. Laura probably earned herself one of them special folders at her police department. No doubt. Shit. Mm-mm-mm. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy night. So she really called the police, Ash, on Adonis Paul, and that's crazy to me. We don't even hardly Laura's a whole heap of pony shit. We don't even hardly do that anymore, LOL. Uh, we hadn't talked about her in a good while. Then here she comes inserting her big nose in. Well, I think that's why she was bringing up Cam and Allie is because she wants to be relevant. That's all. She just wants to be relevant. That's it. That's all. A thick ass folder, no doubt. She says she did. Now she ain't exactly the most honest. Well, yeah, this is true. But she said she did. That's so fucked up. That is so crazy to me. Oh my goodness. I gotta go back inside. That was messed up what she did to them. They were not doing cocaine. I know they weren't. Oh my God. They weren't doing any drugs. They weren't snorting anything. Trust me, I know. I am a professional snorter, or I used to be, and I couldn't get nothing up my nose right now if I wanted to. But I, yeah, no, they weren't snorting no drugs. Yeah, it got me so mad too, Life Rewinded, because you don't put shit like that into the universe. Especially when the people got kids and that shit's done been put out one time before. And she's a total buffoon. Big time. His jaw would have been wiggling. Yes. It would have been wigging out. He would have been his eyes would have been wide open. And I mean, you just don't throw stuff like that out into the universe. And that's how the DC drama tampon was created. Yep, 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 yep. Val. Uh huh. She inserts herself like a damn used tampon. Yes, I said a used one. Because she ain't good enough to be a brand new one. But them people got kids. You don't put that shit out into the universe that, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you don't put that out there on the YouTubes. Shit. Just to make yourself relevant. Who would be dumb enough to do that? And with the camera on, Ash. Yes. Shut up, Laura. Are you deflecting a little bit, Laura, there? Reflecting on your good dope days or what? I'm not gonna shame her, but I'm just saying. Um, why wouldn't they cut the camera off after they snorted, Laura? You had a whole chat of people saying, well, you had a couple of dumb fucks in your chat saying, oh yeah, they were definitely snorting. No, they were not. No, they were fucking not snorting a damn fucking thing. My God. Have you ever given your children any privacy? Because they give their children privacy. They're good parents like that. I mean, they could have cut that camera off and freaking did what they wanted to do, and none would have been the wiser. But no, she thinks that they wait, and then they snort, then cut the camera off. Make that make sense, Laura, because you don't make sense at all, lady. And I use that term loosely. Imagine if they said she was snorting Adderall while talking about summer. So if you speak on a missing child, you must be sober. Hey, there's that part. There's that part. Now she did admit to that shit, huh? She sure did. Or buying them out of the off the mail off for subscribers or Patreons. Excuse me, y'all. Ugh, it's so hot outside, y'all. She really is stupid. She really is. Like, and half of her chat was, I wouldn't say half, but most of her chat was stupid. But I mean, I wish that this is my wish, that every creator that puts content out about summer shuts their monetization off. At least for now. At least, I mean, meanwhile, Tiffany and AB steady stoned off their face. There's that part. Um, but I do got to give Tiffany props, even though I don't like her. She did put Mallory in her place real quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I'm glad that someone did, because the things that I heard Mallory saying was disgusting, deplorable, truly. Y'all notice she demanded privacy for a death affecting her family, but recording others. Yep, Val. That part too, sis. She didn't have no care for that family. That family having privacy. Come on, man. It goes both ways. Ooh, I almost been on here for 2 hours and had Tracy rolltide on with me. I feel so honored. So honored. Quit, girl. I mean, but for her to put that out into the universe, come on. That was just disgusting. Yeah. You're ridiculous, Laura. You're beyond ridiculous. But don't y'all think that's a good idea? Put a one in the chat if you think that these content creators that are hashtagging Summer's name should at least turn their monetization off for now, or care for the boys who uh, fell off the ride, and she played the video. Oh yes, I heard about that live. Oh my God, that was awful. Yes, that was awful. I mean, what if that was her? Oh my God. See, Tracy, that's why I say, baby girl, it's not the same YouTube it used to be. We used to have so much fun, y'all. Me and Tracy were just, I hope y'all caught that. We used to have so much fun, and it wasn't all this, you know, um, bullshit and, propaganda put out. Turn it off until she's found. Yes. 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 There you go. Life rewinded. There you go. I say from this point on, even the media refused to play it, but not her. Wow. Turn off your monetization until she is found, or at least until something comes up, some new information. But this repetitive bullshit, Did you watch my mommy ramblings driving video yet? I looked for it, live, but can you put the link in the chat, babes, to it? Because I'm not sure if cause I couldn't find it. I don't know if you put her name in it or not, but I could not find it. That woman makes me laugh. Even the media refused to play it. That's crazy. That is just crazy. Driving Miss Crazy. Okay, I will. Driving Miss Crazy. Oh, okay. Yeah, just put the link in the chat and I'll get it when it uploads or whatever. But yeah, I want to watch that for sure. That's crazy. Driving Miss Crazy. That's a good title. That's a damn good title. Life Rewind, I think I modded you too, babes. I should have. Should be modded. You hear her? She misses her mama and dada. I have two. Here's one. Okay. Put both. Or maybe I can get to the other one through that one. Did you get so you got your old channel back? What, girl? You need to go out. All right. Hold on. Driving Miss Crazy. I love that title. Y'all go watch that video. I bet it's hilarious. Okay, perfect. Both of them. That'll give me something to do. Just when we think we are not normal. No, we're fine. That's right. That's right, Val. Just when we think we're not normal, hey, here we are being okay and shit. Yes, I got my channel. Thank the good Lord above. I was like, I don't know if it's from another different channel, if she had to start a new one, or if went ahead and started a new one. Oh my goodness. Before I came on, I heard Mallory over there defending herself. Oh, please, chick, get over it. There's no defending that shit at all. But I've been on about 2 hours, y'all. I'm going to hop off here and get ready for the kiddos to get back from the trip and take this girl doggy out. And that's about it because I got all my housework done and I've got nothing else to do. So I might come back on later. I got to let my phone charge up. I got to go watch live videos. All right, babes. I love y'all. Mwah. Thank you, Tracy, for coming on with me. And I'll talk to y'all next time, okay? All righty. See y'all. Y'all be good. Or be good at it. Love you too, Ash. Love all of y'all. Val, stay normal. Yes. Let's see. Life Rewinded. Val. Tracy, I love your face off. I love all y'all's faces off. And you ain't got no face no more. So I love you. Bye.